Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. The stock market is open, so you know we are already checking our plays from last week, checking the plays we have for this week, which ones won, which ones didn't, and what we have in store for the account. Account is sitting at about 137,000. Just a little bit ago, it was at 138,000, and earlier this morning we were pushing 140. So decent day in the market today, decent week. So we had some good earnings, we had some bad earnings. The market is being pretty brutal. And when I say that, I mean if you miss earnings just slightly, stocks are getting absolutely obliterated. And so we made some plays on that, and we also took some profit on that as well. So let's jump into it. Let's take a look at the plays I made this week. Some plays I'm looking at making into the fall, into this week coming up, and how much buying power we have. For the week, we are up about $1,000. For the month, we are up almost $6,000. 3 months, 14. 1 year up 51.29%, and then all time since we moved this account over almost 2 years ago, we are up 70% or $57,000. And we keep it pretty simple, right? We buy stocks we want to own, we sell cash secure puts, we sell covered calls, and we just keep it simple. We click a couple buttons a week, and we slowly but surely build the account. No home runs overnight, but slowly but surely you guys can see over the last 2 years, 70% is not too bad. Some people are better at trading, some people are worse at trading. We just try to do our best every week with the information we got. So buying power sitting here at 3,724. And let's jump into it. If you are here, don't forget to drop a like. It's free, it's easy, and it helps the small YouTubers out a lot. So let's jump into it. So MSTX, we opened 10 of these last week. I ended up taking profit on a couple of them this week, right? So we did a short put roll. We got paid $500 to do that roll, and I ended up closing 6 of them out for $120 before MSTR earnings. Just because we were already at 60% profit, I didn't want to roll all of it. I had a lot of MSTX puts open already, and I just said, you know what, let's be a little bit careful here on some of these. So we paid $20 for 6 of these, close it for 120, and we still have the 4 open, right? And you can see those are all worth a penny now. We're up 98%. So in hindsight, of course, they would have all gone to zero, but this is just risk management. When you're going into earnings, you just never know. They had a double miss on earnings, but Bitcoin held it up, and we know that the only reason why MSTR is trading at the levels it's trading at now is because of Bitcoin and the amount of Bitcoin that they own. So not too bad. A really good trade on the week, still over a $400 trade. If we let all these expire worthless, which they will, I mean, we're still talking about a $380 profit week on the trade, so not too bad. So that's the MSTX puts. We have the Soxal calls out. We're up 56. Those will expire worthless today. Soxal is in the red today, so we're going to let those expire worthless. We ended up getting a fill on one CleanSpark call at the 13.5, and this one's looking pretty good. That's going to expire worthless today. CleanSpark's having an awesome day today, up 9%. It was up 15% at one point. They had a really good earnings report. Double beat, absolutely destroyed what EPS was. I think EPS was like negative 6 cents or something, and they came in at 85. So CleanSpark doing really, really good. Their average cost on each Bitcoin mine is about $34,000. And as you guys know, Bitcoin's mining about it's sitting about 97,000 right now. So some really good profit on every Bitcoin they mine, and they average roughly 20 a day. So really, really good to see, and good as an investor to own that. So that is the CleanSpark call. That's going to expire. This morning I went in and sold a couple of CleanSpark calls on the app on the rip this morning. We sold really, really safe 0.05 delta, 5 of them for $40. Not too bad, but still a nice return on my money. And those are already looking good. Another play we have on the table. We sold some MSTX puts throughout the week. We sold these on the February 6th for $225. Now sitting at a 0.04 delta. We are up 55% on those, or $125, so happy with that. Another one, Google. This is what I'm talking about. They had a decent earnings, honestly, but they got absolutely destroyed after earnings. So they're down 8% on the week. I would love to own Google myself. So if I can get assigned this, I mean, in that 180 range, happy to do so, right? So let's see, this is 188 here. We got up as high as 206. So if I can get it for 180 this week, I will happily take the shares. And I got paid, what, 50? Well, let me come back here to this. This will just tell us right away. I got paid $55 to potentially buy it at 180. It's currently traded at 185. So if it's down another $5 next Friday, I will pick up 100 shares of Google. If it's really down, then I may look at rolling it and trying to get it for even cheaper. But that was a play. Super, super low premium on that. But Google's a great company. It's not going anywhere. And happy to own some shares there. So another one I opened as well. Tesla is getting absolutely dropped. And so we're trying to buy some shares for cheaper. Look at this. TSLL down to $21.50. If you look at the 3-month, it was as high as $40 a share. So it has cut down 50% in the last couple of months. I mean, even over the last month, it's down about 20%. So if I can pick up some more shares there, I'll do that at the 19. If, again, same thing, if we get super under the 19 strike, then I may look at rolling this down and out. But plenty of time left on this. That's for next week. NVDL, I ended up selling 3 calls at the 63. This has had a nice bounce back. It's currently trading at 55. We have 300 shares right around the 56 cost basis. So we are sitting pretty much break even on this. We got paid $192 on premium here. And let me just take a look. Yeah, 56.76 is our cost basis here. So, I mean, just a couple of minutes ago, we were in the positive when it was at 57. And it's just going to move around. But the premiums are looking really juicy for this. If we let these go, then we'll have a nice profit, right? 63 and the 56. That's a nice, I don't know, over like what, $2,000-$3,000. So not too bad. I'll take that. Well, I guess about just under 2,000, but still, we will take that plus the premium. So that is the MVDL play. And then you guys have seen the Connell puts, the 36 and the 30. Those ones are just slowly but surely baking. We have Coinbase earnings next week. We have Hood earnings next week. Those are 2 I'm watching. We own some Hood shares, and we obviously have a bunch of options on CONL, which is a leverage fund of Coinbase. So that's where we're sitting on CONL. Those ones are up about a nice, almost $1,100, and they should just completely expire worthless. If not, I will gladly pick up the shares there. And then I did one really long dated MSTX put, right? This was, I think, a 134-day play when I opened it up. We got paid $400 to open this up. We used $2,300 worth of collateral, so a nice return on our capital. Delta is 0.12 as of right now. And if we got assigned, our assignment cost after the put would be $19. So considering the fact that MSTX is trading at 43 right now, if I could get it for 19 in a couple of months, I will happily do so. If we get massive dips, I'm going to continue to add to this, and then I'll probably chase them with the 50%, 50 to 60% profit. If we have a massive rip in Bitcoin, then MSTX is going to rip, and then I can get out for 50%, and then just rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So those are the plays we have right now. So what am I looking at doing? Well, let's look and see if we can roll. Let's just see if we can roll these out, right? We already have the 30s. So I'm not looking to match that. I'll probably looking to actually just add more 34s. So if we can do this and we get $196 worth of credit, let me just see if we can get the 45. See if we can get a medium fill here at the 45. Should be able to. Yeah, so we got 3 of 4. Hopefully the other one will fill, but just like that, oh, there you go. So that's $180 we just collected right there. Not too bad. I'll take the premium all day long. Let's see if it all credited through. It only, how much did that just filled? Thought all 4, right? Yeah, all 4 filled. Okay, perfect. So we ended up closing those last 3 for 3 pennies. So that's going to be another 9 off of that trade, but still not too bad. Still a multi-$100 a week on MSTX. We just keep rinsing and repeating. And we'll have to throw that in the spreadsheet to add to that, but not too bad. So we open those up for 48 on the new ones. And we still have some room to fall if we get there. It's currently trading about $43, so a nice $9 pullback in order to get there. But there's $180 right there. And how much do we have capital left? Buying power, 39. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add to, where is it? I'm going to add to this TSLL play. So we're going to come in here and we are going to view all options. We're going to sell a put. And I'm going to come down to the 19 strike. I'm just going to add 2 here, and I'm just going to see if I can get it for 29. So what this will do is it'll add to the contract. We'll add another $60 there in premium, and it brings us to a total of 7 contracts. So you can see here now we have 7 contracts at the 19. I think we'll be okay there. If not, you guys know what we'll do, but if I get assigned 1876, and that's a total of, yeah, $168 worth of premium, I'll take that all day. So 168 on the TSLL plays. We have some money tied up there, and that pretty much uses a majority of our buying power. But you know what we do with our buying power every week? We come in and we just buy. So we're going to buy $100 worth of QQQ each and every single week, all day, every day. We're buying some more QQQ. And yeah, that should do it. So buying more QQQ, waiting for dips on other stocks. We bought some more AMB this week. Nike, what is that sitting at? Nike's at 69. We're at 73 cost bases there, so we could pick up some more Nike. Let's see how Monday shakes out. And then Soxol is looking good. CleanSpark's looking good. Yeah, so everything's looking good there. Now let's jump into the spreadsheet. Let's take a look at the numbers real quick. just so we can see. So you can see what I'm talking about here. We paid 120 to close. Well, we just added 9 to that, so we ended up paying 129 to close those out. So we booked 401 on those 10 MSTX puts. And this obviously is not going to include the TSLL we just sold, and it's not going to include the MSTX we just sold because I just sold those. But these are the numbers before the video. So right now in January we ended at $5,120 with a premium. In February we are sitting at $1,022 in the first week. We started the balance at $134,000. Last month at $129,000 and some change. So a nice gain there. Really a really nice gain there. We're way ahead of our base case. You can see where all the money came in January right here, and then in February the 1,022, and then we just added that a little bit. So we're gonna be under 1,500 for the week, but let's remember the goals, right? So right now about $138,000 balance in the account. The goal is to get this to $160,000 by the end of the year. Annual income we need to do to get it there is about $34,000 worth of options income. And so our monthly goal on the base case 2% this month is going to be 2,624. Let me just grab this real quick and let me just change it to the darker so I can see it better on the iPad. 2,624. My weekly goal every single week is $656, which right now we're about 1,000, so we're above the goal there for the base case of 2% a month selling options. So we have 1,600 left for the month of February, and the weekly needs about $800 a week, right? Oh, this is divided by 2. Let me just divide that by 4. There we go. Yeah, so for $400, well, I guess we have 3 weeks left. Let me just check that actually. So we have 3 trading weeks left, so we need about $534 more a week in order to hit that, which I think we can do. 86.25% of the way to our $160,000 balance goal. Monthly goal of 2,624. We're about 38.94%. After I update this, we'll probably be closer to that 45%. And then annual options of the 34,000, we're about 17.82% of the way there. So slowly but surely, considering we're only, 6 weeks into the new year, we are doing pretty good. Average in the 2 months right now is about 3,000. Total $6,142 of options income. And we are averaging 3.94, and then we'll see what we end up at the end of this. So that's not a bad base case. This is where all my money's been coming in, mostly just selling cash scare puts. We're about 70-80% of the cash in the account as of right now. MSTX 2,936. We just passed 3,000 with that last trade. Connell 1,620. MVDL 412. TSLL 391. AMZN 325. Soxel 230. CleanSpark 130. Google 55. And then AMD 43. That's how we have the 6,000. And here's our base case, right? So new month, new goal. February 2025, goal is to have 2,624. Right now, we need about $1,600 left to get it done for the 2% base case. 3% base case, goal is 4,014. We need about $3,000 left to get it done, which will be about $1,000 a week in order to hit the 3% options income goal. And then 4%, of course, we need 5,456. This is reaching really, really high, but we need about 4,334. In order to hit the 4%, you have to go high risk, right? And I have a mixture of high risk, a mixture of low risk. Low risk being something like Google, right? It's a slow mover, slow premium, low premium, and it's not going to stack to a $4,000 goal. But stuff like MSTX and CONL, those are going to increase the risk. So we try to get a mixture of both, and that's how we try to get between that 2 and 3% base case every single month. So far, so good. Since we started this, we beat the first month 1,300, and then the second month 3,500. So not too bad. Things are looking really, really good. The account is slowly but surely ticking up, and the goals are slowly but surely pushing forward. Again, if you guys don't have this spreadsheet and you do want the spreadsheet, all the members in this channel get the spreadsheet for free. I update it every couple of weeks. We have, I think, 6 tabs in it right now, and I'll continue adding to it. Super cheap. I think it's like $1 or $1.99 or something. So just an FYI on that. But thank you, everybody. As always, hopefully the market's treating you well. Good luck if you're trading Coinbase into earnings and Hood into earnings. Hope it goes well for you, and happy investing. We'll catch you next time.